Welcome to class. My name is Sensei Dawnu, and this is the Harem 101 course from the University of Degeneracy. Harems. Let's talk about them. Okay. Now, harem, very famous genre in anime, manga, and real life, I guess. I don't know. Back in the day. And what they are is basically the one person's like what we call a lead. So they can either be like the main character or just the main point of focus in the harem. This is the person that everyone is attracted to. So usually have upwards of 3 to legitimately how many people. So usually you have minimum 3. 2 is just an awkward love triangle. Yeah. So usually you have 3 people all attracted to this person, and usually the attraction is both ways. And that's what makes up the basis of a harem. It can be up to, you can have as many people as you want. It doesn't matter if they're male or female. And it doesn't matter if they're male or female. Most of the time you'll find it will be male and a female harem. In shoujo though, it'll be female with male harem. So then, obviously there's usually not any interaction between these two members and these two members, because otherwise you just got yourself an orgy. It's basically like that's just an orgy at that point. It's not a harem. Different tags on hentai. Alright, so we know now the basis of the harem. We'll start to get into some more dynamics of it. So obviously people go, why is this appealing? You know, why do people watch or like look at things and go, oh, that has the harem tag. That's kind of mine. Main reason, it's usually trashy. Now, you might be wondering, why would someone watch something that's trashy? Easy answer. It's digestible. You know, one day, I'm getting home from school, uni, work, I don't know, whatever. And I'm like sitting down, I'm like, bro, my brain, boom. It ain't there anymore, okay? It ain't there. And what do? I go and watch something trashy. Because why? I don't want to use my brain. I just want to sit down and be like, pretty colours, cute girls, very nice. That's all my brain wants to do. I want to be thinking about like, god damn, this plot is so, and these characters, and then, oh my god, this is gonna happen, oh my god, my brain is exploding. I don't want to be like watching Tenet or like Inception, bruv. I just want some trashy, digestible nonsense. Doesn't even have to make sense. As long as there's pretty colours on the screen, I'm happy. Yeah, that's one of the main reasons. Second main reason, power. Now, this personally isn't really one for me, but sometimes it is, you know? Sometimes you want to feel powerful. How do you feel powerful? Glad you asked. Back in the day, you know, the medieval times, maybe even before that as well, men with a lot of power usually had a lot of women. That's just like a fact of history. They could provide for the women looked for the strongest male. It just happened. And so it kind of has like that power trip where it's like, sometimes I want to feel powerful. How you feel powerful? Have lots of women by your side, you know? I mean, nowadays, not as relevant, and we know better, but sometimes people go, instinctual. Nothing wrong with that. Thirdly, degeneracy. You want to know why? Sometimes you just want to be that good old etchy. You know what? I can't lie, but like, they make it good. They make good etchy, bro. And the most of the time, multiple different styles in one. And that's amazing. Like, you don't have to be held down by one. You don't have just one main girl. You have 5. Diversity. Spice of life. We got our main 3 points, right? Trashy power, degeneracy. You might be thinking, 3 points? That's good enough. But wait, there is another. This one ran out of room. But race. Now you might be thinking, you better say something racist? No. This is more about best girl. Now you might be thinking, what's best girl? Huh? There's multiple girls. Why do you need best one? Wrong. If you're watching a harem anime, you better choose a best girl, best boy, or best girl. You know what? You might be thinking, these 3, they're pretty good. But this one, I like this one. And that one is your best girl. And that means you're now rooting for her in the race for marriage. There's a lot of harem anime, they gotta come to an end, right? Well, you hope they gotta come to an end. So you choose yourself best girl. And then what do? You cheer for her in the race to get the main character. You go, damn, I want her. And now, you are in that race with her. You're a part of the harem. You're in the pseudo harem. You're in the extended harem. This is now your goal. So you watch every episode and you're like, damn, are we getting closer? Are we getting closer? Are we getting closer? No. And now you've also got to fight though. You've got to fight against everyone who's in this faction and in this faction. They're your enemies. You do not become friends until the end of the race. Until you win that race, no. Everyone else, enemies. You might bond over the manga or the anime, but just know deep down, they're your enemy. You gotta fight for your place. Now, when it comes to an end, as most anime and manga do, one will usually end up with the MC. So usually you'll have just one person with the MC. Harem endings usually don't happen. They sometimes do. It's a bit awkward though. If the story is not done properly, then it makes it awkward. But usually in modern day world settings, it's usually one girl gets chosen. And if it's your girl, you can lord it over everyone forever. Literally. It's just so much material to roast people over Twitter by. Alright, so we've covered the 4 main reasons people watch it. We've covered some dynamics of the harem. I think that's almost it for today. Because next week we'll be covering different types of harems. So obviously you got I did like the most basic explanation of like the main type of harem. But there is different types of harems. And that's interesting. Because next week we'll talk about my favorite type of harem, which is otherworld harems. Okay? Isekai harems? Don't even get me started on it. It is so freaking good. So yeah, thank you for tuning into today's lesson. I was your sensei, and have a good one.